We often imagine that real love, the deep, enduring kind, must show itself in grand gestures and profound conversations. That the best couples spend their evenings whispering sweet truths about childhood wounds, attachment styles, and the meaning of life over glasses of red wine and rare books. But let's be honest, that's not what love looks like in real life. Love, when it's real and lived in, can look like one person asking the other, "Do you think pigeons ever get bored?" And the other, without missing a beat, replying, "Only when they're single." This is what deep connection can sound like. Not polished, not profound, not even entirely sane. What makes it beautiful, though, is that it's safe, it's free, and it's real. Because when we've truly let someone into our lives, we no longer feel the need to filter ourselves. We no longer feel the pressure to say smart things, or to perform intelligence, or to constantly discuss what's meaningful. Instead, we're free to be ridiculous, offbeat, and gloriously unserious, and still be loved for it. In fact, some of the most genuinely connected couples don't talk like philosophers at all. They ramble, they joke, they imitate weird accents, debate over whether dogs can have imaginary friends, or wonder aloud if ghosts get jealous. It's nonsense, and it's intimacy. And here's why. In the deepest parts of ourselves, we are chaotic. We are not neatly organized, linear beings. Our thoughts jump. Our moods shift. One moment we're reflecting on life and death. The next we're laughing at a meme or a sock that looks like a potato. And when we fall in love, truly fall in love, what we offer isn't just our resumes or achievements or wise reflections. What we offer is this: the mess, the randomness, the weird, childlike playground of our minds. To let someone into that space, to say, "Here is the raw feed of my consciousness, even when it's silly or strange," is one of the most vulnerable things we can do. And when they stay, when they laugh with us, or play along, or start rambling back in their own way, that's not immaturity. That's trust. That's depth. That's the purest form of companionship. See, society teaches us to be together, to be appropriate, to be sharp, clean, articulate. But love asks for something else. It asks us to be known, truly known. And being known doesn't always sound wise. Sometimes it sounds like a half-serious debate about whether aliens might have fashion trends. These exchanges, seemingly random or regressive, are actually sacred. They are what happens when the walls fall, when the performance stops, and when two people meet in the most honest of places, not in their finest ideas, but in their unguarded presence. When someone is brave enough to show us the parts of themselves that society normally tells them to hide, their silliness, their strangeness, their pointless tangents, and we don't flinch, we don't mock, we don't reject, but instead, we lean in. That's a kind of love that very few people get to experience. And let's not confuse this kind of playfulness with a lack of seriousness, because there's a big difference between being unserious and being shallow. Some of the deepest bonds are carried by the lightest conversations, because it's not about what is being said. It's about who we're being allowed to be while saying it. We're not just exchanging words, we're exchanging access. Access to the private, uncensored layers of the self. And that's rare. If you've ever had a relationship like that, a friend, a lover, a sibling, where you can say literally anything and know you're still understood, still accepted, still seen, then you've tasted one of life's most profound gifts. And if you haven't, don't look for the person who talks the best game. Look for the one you feel safe enough to say nonsense with. Because nonsense, in the right company, becomes poetry. It becomes truth. it becomes love. So maybe, next time you're watching a couple giggle over whether their cat might be bilingual or not, don't roll your eyes. Don't call it immature. Realize what you're witnessing. Two people who trust each other enough to play. And in a world that tries so hard to be serious, maybe that's the most serious kind of connection we can have.